everybody, Big Beardy back again with another video, and today we're talking about second jobs and how they can work and what you can do with them. So I got asked a really good question from someone the other day. They basically said, can you do this job, being a professional courier, as a second job, or are there can you do it full time and have a second job or occupation or whatever? Really good question. So I thought about this. Now, when it comes to can this be a second job, it can in some instances, but excuse me, I've just had lunch. But it's difficult to have this as a second job. So first of all, if you've got like a car or you're doing Amazon Plex, you can use that as a second job. Things like that work as a second job. A small van and you're doing things like Plex or things which is low mileage, multi-drop stuff. Yes, that can be used as a side hustle, a little bit of extra cash. That works. But most of the stuff we do, you can't. Put it this way, if you buy a big van, like a long wheelbase or a Luton, you've got to recoup your money. And then if you pay for something like the CX, Courier Exchange, that's a lot of money. You need to recoup that money. So you have to be working to recoup that money. If you, put it this way, as soon as you sign up for the Courier Exchange, it's now your full-time job. Because it's like 800 odd quid, 900 quid for the year. That's a lot of money, and it's going to take you a while to get that money back. Put on top insurance, you might have the van on finance, your fuel costs, all this other stuff. You need to be making a certain amount a month to pay that back. There's a point in when you work doing this that you start making good money. It's like there's like a break point when you finally get away from all the bills and then you start getting a bit of money. It's every month. So for some people it might be less than others, but for me it's like as soon as I get to that sort of £3,000 mark for the month, not profit, just money in, then I know my expenditures are paid and everything, and I'm starting to make good money. So, as soon as you're on the CX, it can't be your second job. You've got to go full time at that point, because the hours we work are extremely long. You have long days. It's hard work. To do it as something on top of a normal 9 to 5 job or something is just not feasible. You'll be burnt out very quickly. But to do something like Plex or small multi-drop stuff where you get a time slot, you can work a part-time job and then have that as a part-time job as well. That is feasible. So there are instances where it works, but like I said, as soon as you sign up for something like the Courier Exchange or anything like that, you're now in it. It's your full-time job. So as a second job, like I said, you can get it to work, but I wouldn't recommend it per se. Now, when it comes to having a second job, being a full-time courier, there are options open to you. You can have a little side hustle. You can work on things to make extra money or for personal reasons, whatever you want to have the second job for. So I'll use two examples that I've obviously gone through. First of all, I had a eBay store for a while. I closed it down recently because it wasn't making me enough money for the effort I was putting in. But that is something that someone else might be able to get working. For me, I didn't enjoy it. That was the problem for me. If you're going to have a second job, at least enjoy it. You're putting yourself through extra work, so at least enjoy the second job you get. So I started doing that, thinking it was a great idea. I made some money off it, don't get me wrong. But I enjoyed going out buying stuff. I like buying stuff. But the actual put on eBay, getting it all packed and everything when it sells, getting to the post office and all this other, it became time consuming. I don't think people realise when you've got, like, we all put stuff on eBay, but when you've got 100 items to put on eBay, it takes bloody forever. It is a long process. So yeah, that was just something I couldn't get to work, but it is a legitimate that someone else might be able to. So there's an option. Something I couldn't get to work, but you might be able to. So that is an option. But the thing I do now for my second job is obviously the YouTube channel. And it's because it's something I can do on the road. I enjoy it. It's not too time consuming. When I come to edit videos, especially if I record them on the phone rather than on my computer, I edit them on my phone because it's very easy to edit on your phone. There's certain software that it's not great, it's not going to look fantastic like these high-end productions, but I can do it in the bath, I can do it on the toilet. So it's very easy for me to edit, it's very easy to record, I can do it whilst I'm on the road, I can do it in my lunch break. So you've got to find something that you can work around the main job. Something, if you can find something you can use your phone for and do on the road whilst you're working, fantastic. I'm not 100% sure what that might be. For me, it's the YouTube. But there are ways of having a second income whilst you do this job. When it comes to the YouTube, actually, some people have asked me, how much am I making from YouTube? I haven't made a penny yet, just so you know. That's sort of half true. I've been waiting for my pin for, there's a thing called AdSense, which is what calculates how much money you make from ads each month. And you've got to wait for a pin. Obviously I'm now what they count as monetized because I've got over 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of views certain amount of hours viewed per year. So I've hit all the targets, but I've got to wait for this pin to come through so I can access my account, so I can actually look at how much I've made and then take that money out. I know I'm probably owed about £80. So it's not mega bucks. If you think how much effort I've put in, but I'm actually at that point where I'm going to start making a little bit of money. It's not a lot of money, but it's enough to, justify me doing these videos because they don't take that much time and I enjoy it. I think that's one of the key things. If you are going to go and get a second job or get something else, find something you really enjoy, else it's just not worth it. So, yeah, that's what I get from the YouTube. So finding something you can do on the road, very helpful. It's finding something that's passive. That's probably the key word here, passive income. Something you can do, I suppose the YouTube is passive income in a way. Something you do once and then it pays you up afterwards. The eBay is similar. You put it online, then you leave it. YouTube, I record a video, I leave it, and then eventually it will start making me a little bit of money. So there are things out there. There's things like affiliate. You can start affiliate websites where you build a website and then whenever something gets sold from Amazon, you can make money that way. There are options. So yes, I do think you can have a second income whilst doing this job, but it has to be something that's very flexible. I think that's very important as well, because you can't have a fixed job. You don't know where you're going to be from the next day. For instance, I'm doing the multi-drops at the moment. But if one of my shippers phoned me tomorrow and said, listen, I've got this job, it's a big job, do you want it? And one of my customers, I'm going to say yes. And I might take me to Scotland or somewhere. I might not be back the next day. So you can't really have a shift. You can't have, an employer saying, oh, you've got to be in at 9 o'clock on whatever day, because it just won't work. You just don't know where you're going to be. My working day can be 5-6 hours. My working day can be 15 hours. So you've got to find something that fits in around this career. This lifestyle, I don't see being a courier driver really as a career that much anymore. It's more of a lifestyle, especially when you're out on the road. So yeah, there are options. There's two. There's the two that I can think of coming to my head at the moment. Like I said, there are affiliate websites you can build. That's another thing you can do. You can get laptops and stuff to put in your van, so you can work watching a van. Write a book. I don't know. This is for your imagination to figure out. But yes, I do think you can have a second career whilst doing this, but you need it to be extremely flexible and something you really enjoy, because when you're out on the road doing 10, 12-hour days, it becomes all consuming and it is very difficult to find the time to do something else. So I hope that answered that question. I know it's a bit of a different one, but yes, I think you can. I don't think you can do this job realistically as your second job though. So I hope this helps some people out there. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my new channel, The Big Beardy Show. It's starting to get some views. It's nice. It's nice to start a new channel. Actually, I've got that new channel feeling when every subscriber's like, "Oh, come on!" So go check it out, Big Beardy Show. Link down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, be safe out there. Have a great day.